I think this promises to be a nice open board with high scoring and lots of bingos. I know they both enjoy open boards. It should be a fun one. Yeah.
Maybe 7 bingos.
Yeah, that's I'd love to see it. Peter, hailing from Portland, Oregon. Austin, of course, having just relocated to New Orleans, I think in the last week.
After playing the UK Open and finishing second behind Nigel.
Yeah. So I haven't thought much about Scrabble since we were, three of the four of us were over in Penang, Malaysia a few months ago. So I'll try my best here. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, I haven't really studied as well, so
right.
I'm just looking at stuff. And
yeah, well, it looks like Peter's going to start, and I don't think his play looks particularly hard. Candy is a word, right? Or I'm going to start by making up words. I think K-A-N-D-Y is probably a word.
Kindy as well, kindy.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Probably not much between the two. I mean,
yeah, I think it's one of those situations where you just need to just choose one and go with it and not waste a bunch of time. I think I'd play Kindy, but I think Peter just wants to drink water instead. slowly pondering his options.
Peter does this board.
Yeah, Peter does tend to play fairly slowly, especially at the beginning. All right, yeah, he's going to play Kindy. I think that makes a lot of sense.
They have a spot for Jarul. You're looking to play something through the eye, maybe Jihad or
Haji. I guess they both open comeback plays, but
probably slightly.
It looks like Pete picked up some pretty good letters. I'm not sure if he's gonna have anything after the next play.
On the chat of Jun, Jun, controls the board quite.
Oh yeah, there's a Y there still, of course. Yeah, Jun keeps it more closed, but
yeah, the leaves also kind of questionable.
Yeah, it's definitely a more variant leave for sure.
LUR is not.
It's not either, but I think at least the board's a bit more open. Like he has a little more flexibility next turn.
He's slightly behind after Haji or June, so
yeah,
keep it open.
Well, so far so good. looks like it worked out okay. Yeah. So presumably Pete is going to bingo here, and presumably Austin is going to bingo back. So we'll be well on our way to a nice bingo full game. Does appear that non-rated and anointed are the things that exist here. I apologize in advance if I miss some very high probability because
it happens for me too. So two commentators will miss high probability bingos.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. Have you played Peter before in a tournament or?
Yeah, I have played him 3 times, I think.
Okay.
I checked my history before.
Cool.
this game. I think it was once and twice at Causeway. When it was actually 50 King of the Hill.
Oh yeah, of course. The good old days of
King of the Hill.
Yeah. I guess he's gonna take his time and like make sure there's nothing through the H or something. Also, he's got to go back to that water. He's got to. He's like very, very intent on drinking the water. I appreciate that he's very into that.
Might finish the water halfway, and it's gonna be stuck.
Yeah. What is he doing? He's picking up TR. Why is he picking up TR?
Well, he should at least see non-rated.
Yeah.
If it might be with a Y.
Yes.
It's that anyway. Or water, I think. And Austin have played 4 times.
Okay.
And Austin's won the last 3 games.
Ooh. Did you guys play like a World Youth or something at any point, or like?
Yeah, Austin's record against me is big record against me.
Okay.
I think I've only beaten him maybe twice, and like he's beaten me maybe 10 times.
Oh, so, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Dang. Well, I've got a good record against Pete, I'm pretty sure, and Austin and I are 1-1.
Seeds.
Oh my goodness, he's playing non-rated intentionally. So I guess this kind of. I mean, I'm kind of surprised to see this. Like, I think of Pete as being a very, very, very wide open player. He loves wide open boards. He hates closed boards. So, like, I'm not surprised to see him do this. That said, it's risky. I see a Wanderer. I see a Will Anderson hiding in the chat.
Slightly more as well, does it?
Oriented should be more, yeah.
That should be more. So,
like, I mean, he saw it. I don't think he chickened out of it. Maybe he'll draw.
I think he saw it.
Yeah, maybe he'll draw ELHL blank. No, not quite. Huh. So let's see. What is the thing for Austin to do? Because it's probably blank A. Does that sound? It's like Sidewinder has found it.
4-timer through the R.
Yeah.
Of non-rated.
Yeah. I hate to bring down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I hate to bring down like the level of this chat, but it's almost like urethral followed by scrotum, but not quite. I'm sorry. You guys are stuck with me for the next 2 rounds. I mean, he has something else, but well, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, urethral is not like a gimme find by any means. I feel like it's almost like easier to see it through the A and then realize, oh wait, there's another R. I mean, I guess it would fit, but still.
Yeah, I suppose for me it's I will go through the vowels if I look through the R, and
yeah,
that's how I would see it.
Yeah, and it makes sense because like you're probably also going to look through the D and to the Y as well because they're both pretty friendly racks for big plays there, but
you probably spend a lot of time on the D.
Right, yeah, because you don't want to like You don't want to miss a big play here when you've got plenty of time.
He has his rack set up for shuttler.
Will, have you found all the bingos already? I bet Will has found every bingo already. So I played against Austin in Alchemist Cup in Penang last month, and I had orifexes as an 8, and I was pretty sure it was only orifices, like the plural of orifex. So I chickened out of it. It's a word, it turns out, and instead played free sex for like 70 points, and Austin didn't challenge it. And we didn't really know what happened, but Austin eventually just wiped the floor with me, which was fair because the time before we had played in the final round of a Niagara Falls tournament, I drew everything under the sun against him. So I suppose it was only fair. But I don't know what he's going to go for here. Oh, Will has found all of the phonies. I feel like Lutherly is a pretty apropos word, as given Monday is Martin Luther King Jr. holiday, which is why this is a 3-day tournament. So Lutherly makes sense as a word.
Schooled enough in Martin Luther.
Yeah.
Lutherly.
Man, I'm not sure what else to say about both of these racks. Like, Pete is going to have Chetrums, and Austin has bingos. It's a question of which one he's going to find. I feel like there's not that much to analyze right now. We could debate the merits of Kindy versus Candy for a while.
Candy for sure, for me.
Wait, Kindy for you said?
If I don't know, I think so.
Yeah. Me too, probably.
But I like Ace a lot. But
yeah,
I don't know. Too much.
I think like the downside of AA is not as bad as the downside of II. I think IT, just like off the top of my head, might get a couple more bingos, but AT is probably less volatile. I might be totally wrong too, so don't. No one should take my word for anything that I say.
When you think about IN and AN,
right?
It's probably
he's so close to having urethral spelled out on his rack, but he doesn't. It's interesting because he hasn't spelled out any bingos yet on his rack. I'm sure he sees some that play, but he hasn't actually spelled any of them out yet.
Oh, he had a shuttler.
He did spell shuttler. Okay, that was kind of the one that seemed like kind of a gimme. Oh, cool. That's a sweet find. I'm gonna be totally honest. That word is a Colin, so I did not know it. I know it's anagram, but
well, it gives space for rectums.
Yeah. We are very mature. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Pete has seen the bingo through the H, which the chat, of course, has seen. Oh, good. Will explained Colin as a singular. That's good. I'm trying to make it catch on at both this tournament and both in all of Scrabble.
What's a Colin?
So basically, if a word is Collins only, you don't say it's a Collins word. You just say the word is a Colin, like as a singular of Collins. And that's just that's just how it works now. So I appreciate Will who is the phrase was his brainchild. So
for most of us, it's just a word. I mean,
yeah. Shelly, I'm with you. I'm ready for Tom Collins as well. Oh no, the happy hour has already started. So for those of you who are not in New Orleans, which is presumably most of you, since you're watching this, the hotel gives you 3 free drinks per night. You can have them all to yourself, or you can share them. So, you did credit Ben Withers. Okay. So I will probably not be having my free drink right now, although maybe I'll send my dad, who is sitting a few feet away, down to get me one. Well, I'm sure Pete sees both centrums and rectums, if nothing else. Is it possible to say the word rectums without laughing? Or just like, I can't say it without laughing. It's just like a word that automatically makes me laugh.
So I guess the other question is whether Peter is sure of the S hook on Archduke, but that would take an S.
Yeah.
He's hesitating for that reason.
That would make sense. Like, I mean, I could see him taking a while.
Sipping some more water.
I feel like Pete sipping water with 2 hands should be like a Twitch meme, like a Twitch emote. It's like it's very good. Can someone make a Pete drinking water Twitch emote, please? I will love you forever if you do.
Refill soon.
Yeah. If Pete randomly gets up, it's probably because he's getting more water. Man, I feel like the last game was probably almost done by now. I don't think either of them is going to have that much time left when this game ends.
Well, I know Austin can be pretty fast.
What? So Pete didn't find rectums, but okay. Well, he's setting up his ass, if nothing else, I guess.
He didn't find rectums, but I don't know. There's not much words you can play with that rack. So
yeah. Okay.
Let's draw another bingo. So
yeah. But I mean, even just losing that turn kind of is rough. Okay, what is Austin gonna do? It's like it's a rack that doesn't have a bingo, so I suppose there could be. There can always be a bingo.
Using the D, but fine good words. His rack for adore right now.
Oh yeah.
You probably want to get rid of A's or an A and an O.
Yeah.
A down will also do.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think you almost have to you have to stop and think for a sec. Like Pete took 4 minutes to play off those letters, and that's the sort of play where I don't know, if you're playing off like a U and 2 high point tiles, like that's would probably seemingly be like your best play, and you would find it pretty quickly. So it's interesting that, I mean, obviously we know he missed the bingo, but from Austin's point of view,
yeah,
you probably put Pete on much worse tiles than he actually has. Or at least I think that's what I would do. Well, I feel pretty confident that he'll bingo this time. Whoa.
Yeah, he will, yeah.
If he doesn't bingo, I'm making Shelly get me a drink.
Being resolute.
Yeah. Even I found resolute.
I mean, it's mostly positional at this stage, I think.
Yeah.
Goals that I see don't score that many. It's just
Not really.
which one's better. Yeah, which one is better positionally.
Points are good.
I'm guessing maybe in that Rectum's rack, in that rack previously, maybe he wasn't sure of Archlutes and he didn't see Chetrums.
Yeah, but he would have found Centrums.
Yeah, Centrums, that's right.
Or maybe he just, I don't know, that ends in a weird spot. I mean, maybe he just missed, he might have just missed them. I don't know. I've been there. All right, Austin's going to score a lot of points here, probably. Who can find the most points for Austin? Oh wow, Pete drew weird letters.
Suppose for Austin it might make sense to keep one of the big tiles. I mean, to just play one right now and.
Yeah, it would be nice to milk the rack for as much as he can.
And go with the X right now. Well, based on what I see. And there's some good spots for the Z.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you play Ox. E of the E of Archlute. Fishing for something like raising from the R of Residue.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I was thinking like you could do like toes or something in the top right, setting up Nyx. But he's got big X plays no matter what. So maybe it makes more sense to keep the good leave now, and then. Oh no! Don't. Oh, he's thinking of playing Zex. That would be a mistake, I think. Especially. Oh, yeah.
It's not much to do with AI and OT unless you have a bingo, probably.
Yeah, I mean, especially because he's blocking 2 of the continents. I mean, right? Like he's also he's down 63 too, right? That only puts him down like still quite a bit. Usually after Pete's turn.
Pete has his rack is kind of messy, but he's taking off the strategy of playing off quite a few tiles and fishing for something that goes with the queue.
Yeah, I guess so. And maybe he's gonna try to play like go for a bit of defense, sort of. I mean,
yeah, Copen is quite useful.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm guessing it was just a misevaluation of how often he would bingo as to why he played Sex is really all I can think of.
Yeah, I mean, he has some plays from the R, but that's what he wants to do in this situation.
Oh yeah. No, I meant for Austin last turn. Just say the stream was kind of wondering what's going on. That's kind of just what I'm thinking. Yeah, no, I see why he would play Copen here.
All right, yeah.
The one thing I don't love about Copen is it's still pretty easy for Austin to play down from RE and reopen the board. So I feel like it's very I don't know if this is the situation to play defense per se.
Better than Repone, probably.
Yeah. I mean, really, if he can get QI or something next turn, he's comes out pretty. It's kind of the whole thing's kind of a wash, but whoops, I don't think he did.
Well, I mean, Peter's rack is something like, I mean, it's the kind of rack that you would probably just keep trying to score 20 something, 30 something,
exactly.
play off many tiles, and get
Yeah.
something for the queue. I don't know,
Yeah.
off the top of my head, maybe something like KO'd, like
Right.
KAYOED, next move,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, just
Yeah.
as you can.
Yeah, I mean, it gives him good chances to score, especially now that the Z is out. You know, he's not setting up, and the J is already out. So a lot of the high point E stuff, he doesn't have to worry about what something like KO sets up.
Well, apparently, Copen blocks Olifiant.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I've missed this situation, but
I saw Alefiant as a potential. I didn't actually see. I think in my mind, because he had Copen spelt out, I like wasn't even looking at that point anymore. But
yeah.
Would like to think either of us would find it in a. I like flammation here. That's not a word.
Well, Austin would know it if it's
Suggestion of futon here. Just a little worried. Like only one I played so far. I'm really would like to get rid of an eye if I don't have to sacrifice much to do it. Be interesting to see if Austin kind of sticks to the kind of high variance play, you know, trying to keep something that'll big go sometimes, but like high average score next turn, but a lot of times like won't lead to a bingo if you don't score well. Looks like he's thinking about ref and of maybe, which would be exactly that.
Yeah, I mean that strategy keeps a lot of things open. So it's it. Yeah, I think Austin's.
Yeah, I mean he's got a pretty he's got a pretty good lead to hit the Y. Maybe I don't know. Oh well, I guess that works too. All right, so Austin will be back in it for sure. Not Pete can't really do much to gum up the board here. I know he'd probably like to. I mean, it's a moot point because, of course, we all know Austin's going to bingo to the Y.
For me, OF is quite a nice play. Photon scores more, but not that confident that it gives me a good chance at coming back. Something that scores through the RE or EN after Futon.
Yeah, and like, yeah, not like in all the eyes left over. It's just like this isn't, I don't know, a great pool to keep AIL, but really, I mean, I think this board, like, eventually there's gonna be a few bingos again because there's a lot of 1-point tiles left.
For Peter Armstrong, I'm still favoring KO right now. I don't really see much.
Unless he sees some weird way to close off the board, which I don't see. KO looks like a KO here. No. And so the thing you keep in mind about Pete is that he's usually like quite okay with keeping a board very volatile. Like, you know, he set up the S hook on Com earlier when, you know, didn't really need to do that. So he's pretty comfortable playing in the face of like, what do you say, like entropy or something?
You know, well, he didn't need to do that, but he could have played a bingo. So
yeah, but it wouldn't surprise me to see him be totally okay with keeping PO open and not worrying that much about it. I mean, it looks like he sees KO'd and is probably going to play it because it's the best play.
OF probably has I'm guessing some tiles to play elsewhere as well. So
yeah,
I would think. I mean, he probably has some tiles to play elsewhere. I mean, some bingo to the D, Y, or he may have S. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that when somebody goes to OF, he opens something for you. Or
Mm-hmm. I guess Pete will get the Q down here, but not what he would have liked, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, they're both starting to get pretty low on time, so it'll be interesting to see what they do going forward from here. I think Weibin might have lagged off for a bit here, so you're stuck with perhaps just me for a moment. I think really the issue here is that Pete ran out of water. Um, and I think ever since he ran out of water, Austin has been scoring better and has taken the lead. So I think that Pete's best play here is to get up and get more water. In the absence of that decision, so a good Julia Bogle sighting, hiding behind Austin there. I think that was officially. I think the good way bingo might be back. Although I think he's muted right now. Unmute thyself, Weibin. Maybe I can unmute you. No, I just highlighted your screen instead. Yeah, I can tell Pete's a bit frustrated here. Doesn't really have much to do that's exciting. He could go all out and play ZINQ, but that's a little too crazy. But it would be funny. Be interesting to see if he sacrifices the points here to. Yeah, it's kind of what I figured he would go ahead and do. Of course, it's going to be pretty easy now for Austin to play Barus or something to lock up a pretty good part of the board. Leave it to the chat to think about whether or not it's worth adding the S as well here. I'd be tempted to for nine extra points. S doesn't I mean, I guess Archlutes has some value, but 9 points also has a fair bit of value, especially with 2 more S's left. Hypothetically, Pete could bingo underneath it. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that was probably a slight mistake on his part, but I don't know. Now he can play Sib setting up an S or something coming up next turn. Meanwhile, Pete, I don't know, Nemn maybe. He can at least score pretty well with a pretty average rack. I don't know if anyone can find the only 8 in Lintsmen, which is not a word, I don't think, plus a blank. Those of you who want bingo searching practice. Wabin's kind of, I don't know, he dropped off again, but I know he's thinking great thoughts for this game right now. And we hope he comes back soon for the next round. There he is. Ooh, I hear a connection that's not mine. Maybe that means Wabin is back. Oh, you're back! Yay!
Okay. So did I miss 10 bingos?
No, you missed. Austin played Baru, and quite possibly playing Baru's adding the S for 9 more was probably better. And just thinking an NEMN for Pete, perhaps, but I don't know what he's going to play. He's, of course, getting quite low on time at this point. So eventually he's going to have to play something. Austin, meanwhile, will have a nice variety of plays despite having 3 eyes on his rack next turn. Chris found the only 8 in Pete's average rack. Nice. Mint. Okay. I mean,
he's opening up another line to for bingo.
Yeah, and with the most common tiles on scene being, I and E and A, pretty decently for that with the T open in space on the left. Oh, okay, this is gonna get interesting. Pete's definitely gonna bingo next turn. So I think Austin was planning to play Ibis up there before. Sib is certainly an option in the bottom right, setting up an S for next turn, although there is, of course, one other S unseen. Promises to be probably at least an interesting pre-endgame after Austin plays and then Pete bingos.
Yeah, I mean it depends on whether Austin picks up the bingo to reply, which is possible. Yeah. So.
Well, I think at least the nice thing in terms of closeness is that Austin plays for 30 here to go up like 50. So probably after he makes his comeback, it should be pretty close to even, unless Pete's got a big bing. Don't. This will at least be nice. Pete will get to get his bingo down pretty fast. Too bad Og isn't a word. Or no, wait. I keep thinking Archlute is actually Resolute, so I keep thinking he can play Archluter, and that's really just not a word. I don't think. Maybe you can be like an Archlutist. Oh, Kurt, I want to be your friend. Can I be your friend? I wish you were here, and by here I mean in New Orleans, because I am in New Orleans.
Suggestion on the chat of BIS and it's
That would be that would probably send off that would send off like alarm bells in Pete's head because he would probably see Sib as well.
2 eyes in the back. I mean, not sure whether there's a need for that.
Yeah. Okay, well, Austin has all of the S's at least.
Picked up 1 more eye, so
yeah.
Okay. I suppose it's which bingo should be the play. Mint.
Yeah, I mean, I assume he's going up there. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I saw, Kurt, that you're moving to New York. That is exciting. Even though I don't live anywhere near New York, I'll be there in April, and I look forward to seeing you. I hope. Yeah, I really don't think Pete should be using this much time here. Unless Austin waited a while to play Civ, but no, he drew his tiles, so he didn't. This seems like a pretty straightforward play.
I think with Gleaner.
Yeah.
Or it's general is maybe it's not too bad because Gleaner does top right.
General. Oh no, there's no more O's left. Oh.
So it's maybe that's why he's thinking about, because there's many eyes and F unseen. Maybe he's right to be spending some time, but
yeah.
To know what Austin has. Which is,
it just Gleaner just feels so much safer. But I guess in this case.
Yeah, he's going for general. Okay.
Yeah.
I can see why.
Yeah, and again, there's only two A's unseen, and only FW goes above there, so.
Now I think Austin's in quite a tight spot because draw quite well for that to play in that spot. But I mean, 2 Vs. It is going to be quite interesting. Really depends on what Austin picks up after his play and what he plays right now. Yes, is it set up on his rack?
Yeah, he can't even feign having setting up visit or something because Pete has both these. I mean, it's going to be tough because Pete's got a bunch of big scoring plays next turn. I mean, Austin really needs to bingo out at this point, which is definitely possible.
Well, I think the other possibility, I mean, is he plays something an S for Sips, or he can. I think it's looking at the 2 Vs that Pete Armstrong has.
I mean, I think the nice thing I think for us to really think about here is, he kind of has that T and tonality is probably not going anywhere because Pete's he's barely winning, right? So, I mean, Austin is essentially a lot of the time is going to be winning after this play anyway. It's going to be hard for Pete to bingo there, and he'd have to be sacrificing quite a bit to play there. So I do like that in Austin's situation, he kind of has that spot to work with, a lot of the time. It's also unfortunate. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
About 6 points.
Yeah.
SUI has 6 points on the chat. Setting up the T. There's no more Ds. it's that's definitely
Yeah, I mean it definitely backfires a lot if Pete has the F, but I guess maybe you're at the point where that's life at this point. Jeez. Yeah, it would have been really nice in this situation for Austin if he had a pretty clear best play, or at least really good play, such that he could force the time pressure on Pete. But as a result, he's going to be probably by the end of this turn under just as much time pressure.
Yeah, I mean, for me, even something like playing IS below Baru, the two O's of Baru is possible. I mean, when you have some kind of some scoring powers to score somewhere, or SIBS, or but
and keeping EIIST with that open T is not bad either. Like that T's gonna bail out Austin, I think, in quite a few games. He's gonna bingo down there and win, because Pete can't. He's just not gonna be able to do much about it, especially under time pressure.
Tonality or
in tonality.
Baru.
I was thinking in tonality that T there is gonna bail him out of a lot of games. But yeah, where is he gonna play? He's gonna play Is It, I guess.
That could be on top of tonality or below Baru. He's gonna play there.
All right, yeah.
Very interesting. I mean, it's
I mean, he's definitely got outs. Like there's definitely things he can draw.
quite a nice track. Not sure whether there's a bingo he can play. The bingo strategy that he's going for, I mean, volatility, trying to create another spot for scoring. Takes one of the triples. He has 2 triples to take.
Yeah, so it looks like there may be a scoring thing they want to check here. So I guess with 4 in the bag, as we see, if Pete plays Frig, it's going to depend on what Pete draws as to whether or not Austin has a chance to go for a guaranteed bingo out. So it looks like there's going to be 1 in the bag. The question is, what is it going to be?
Yeah, how can almost figure bingo if he doesn't already have one? W.
Oh, well, it's W. Well, I guess that's not a good sign, right? Yeah, I wonder if maybe Is It was a little too desperate at that point. He was basically an even game. I wonder if maybe he could have done something a bit less forcing the issue, perhaps.
Yeah, I don't really fancy Austin's chances once Peter has the F.
Yeah.
But Is It looks like it gives away quite a lot. The T is quite good on that rack, the Is It rack.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So I wonder, I mean, I think we know at this point that Austin's drawing dead here. But I wonder if unseen him. I mean, he only has 30 seconds, so I don't think he's gonna think for much longer. But I do wonder
probably
if there's
thinking about which play bingo and the T to the T and
yeah.
at least he has Pi Law on top of General, so
Yeah.
to win in the game. But
I mean, the thing he's still got going is that Pete's got like no time left.
yeah, I mean,
So Pete needs
that
to
kind of
make
rep.
a play.
Yeah, I mean,
so Pete probably knew that was coming,
it's an end game.
and knows he can get V down for the win. I'm assuming that's enough points. I'd be shocked if it wasn't. Barely, but yeah, it turned out to be a pretty fun game.
Yeah, so
definitely,
despite not playing rectums,
he still found an opening.
a resolute opening.
Yes. So yeah, definitely a couple costly mistakes on both sides, really, but in the end, I'm actually not surprised that they both had like 5 seconds left. It was not an easy game for sure, but yeah, I don't know. I think Is It is really a play that would be interesting to go back and look at more.
Yeah, I think Austin's strategy is just to make it difficult to control the board, open up as much as possible. Yeah, playing the last tee, not sure whether I really like that. Things happen. Maybe he's gonna pick up something that plays in two spots.
Yeah. So the chat mentions.
Yeah.
So the chat mentions Pele and Saw as a potential to make it a win. I mean, it's got to be really close after that. That is a good point, but it's like it only nets 71, and I think Pete. So I don't think this 401 400 is accurate, right?
Could we get a confirmation?
I think it's 421. Yeah, that's what I thought.
21.
So if he does Pele and Saw, I think that only nets like 17 more or so. So yeah, I guess Pete taking this one means he should still be. He's in the lead. Jeff. I don't know, a few people passed him on spread. So Jeff, Evans, Nathan, all passed him, with him picking up his first loss last round. So this loss actually will send Austin back to the middle of the pack, but I'm sure he'll be back up pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be back for our final round of the day, which looks like it's going to be, I'm not sure, probably Jeff against somebody. So we'll be back in a little bit. Conrad and Wabin, see you soon.